but the mood in Chengdu has soured since October. Explicit photos from rave parties were published in the local media, and reports of HIV infections have resulted in a government crackdown. Many gay bars have been shut, and LGBTQ groups have been forced to go underground. Activists say that administration has used this as an excuse to trample on the rights of LGBTQ community. One of the last remaining havens for the LGBTQ community in China is now under threat.
You know, straight out, I'm going to tell you this. I have nothing against the LGBTQ, drag, trans. I have nothing against them at all. And, you know, they should have some certain rights, and that's normal. And they already do have them. One thing that I will tell you straight out, the main members or radical members of the LGBTQ community are going in the wrong direction. And, you know, there are others online as Gays Against Groomers and some other groups that have spin off away from that community that are saying that, you know, children should not be involved in the situation. And, you know, the whole thing that we're going to talk that on that portion of it. We don't need to go into that. But, you know, children are children. They should be growing up as children. They should not be exposed to homosexuality, gay, trans, all that until they are at an age that they can understand the situation. But one thing, and I've always said this, know your battles. Know where your enemies truly lie. See, the thing is that these guys are fighting battles for freedoms and stuff like that, which they already have in this country. No one's denying them freedoms. No one's denying them to be homosexuals. There are other countries where basically they are banned. You know, you have the Middle East, you have parts of Asia, especially China, that basically they do not believe in being gay. Africa is another one.
Why are you gay?
We've seen new laws that have been pushed in Africa against the gay community, but nobody really talks about those things. And that's the things that, you know, you need to discuss, because that's very, very important. You know, people call the United States very racist. We're a racist country and stuff like that. But meanwhile, go outside the U.S. and you'll find that the true racism is outside our own borders. And they're taking names and numbers on people that they want to put on lists to get rid of. You know, this is the same thing the Germans did during the Second World War, and they're doing it now. And they're using one particular app to monitor those who are using or watching gay content. But before we start and read this article out of the New York Post, once again, thank you for getting us to this 700 level. We really do appreciate this. Don't forget to like this, share this. This is very important. You know, we talk about censorship. We talk about things that other content creators may not talk a lot about, or the mainstream media won't even touch with a 10-foot pole. You know, we thank those who put these things out, especially, you know, New York Post can hit it once or hit it bad, you know, but, you know, a lot of times they've been going in the direction on their stories, but more and more of these stories need to get out in the open. So do share this video. And also, we are moving a little bit slow on the other social media platforms. So if you're there, please hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription on all of our social media platforms. Things are in the middle of changing. We could see a massive change in the social media platforms. We may lose some people now because due to some changes on YouTube rules as far as ad blockers and stuff like that. If you do plan to leave YouTube, we are available on Odyssey, Rumble, and BitChute, and you're able to subscribe there, comment freely, and there are some additional content that we put on those particular social media platforms that you may not find on this YouTube channel. So, from the New York Post, TikTok reportedly monitors users who watch gay content. TikTok reportedly compiled a list of users. Remember, this is the group, this is the company that says we don't make lists or anything, we don't take people's information or anything like that. TikTok reportedly compiled a list of users who were being monitored after they watched gay content on the app. According to the former employees who protest the policy, the popular video sharing service kept tabs on users who frequently clips that were tagged under the headings LGBT, according to the Wall Street Journal. Former employees told the Journal that information about users' viewing habits were compiled and stored on a dashboard. The ex-employees based out of the company's offices in US, UK, and Australia said they flagged the issue to the top executives in 2020 and 2021, according to the Journal. The former employees expressed their concerns that the information will be shared with outside parties or could be used as to blackmail TikTok users, the Journal reported. Social media companies including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and others have been criticized for years for gathering user data on their online habits for the purpose of tailoring their targeted ads. The Post has sought comment from TikTok and its parent company, the Chinese-based multinational ByteDance. Safeguards the privacy and security of people who use TikTok is one of our top priorities, TikTok said in a statement providing to the Journal, which is all bullshit. Last year, the prominent LGBT advocacy group GLAAD, which is an acronym for Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, demanded that the tech companies take steps to safeguard user data and privacy. This includes seizing the practice of targeting surveillance advertising, in which companies use powerful algorithms to recommend content to its users in order to maximize profit, GLAAD said in a report. Algorithms can be used in two directions, to block stuff or to push stuff up. If you have content on there that basically you want out, you want some way of getting it out. You know, you want to be more open to the situation, and this is the things that we have to work on. TikTok's handling of user data and its fear that its Chinese parent company ties to the ruling Communist Party in Beijing makes us American users vulnerable to espionage are the source of the U.S. lawmakers' concerns about the app. Calls to ban TikTok in the U.S. has grown despite the company's denying that it provides the Chinese government with American user data. We do have the proof out there. It is out there. TikTok has been banned from government-issued phones in countries such as Canada and Australia over concerns about whether the Chinese government can access user data or influence what people can see on the popular app. TikTok said on Tuesday its head of U.S. Trust Safety, Eric Hahn, will depart the company on May 12th. Wonder why? In March, a Canadian cybersecurity firm found that TikTok's parent company was tracking the websites of dozens of U.S. state governments. The Biden administration has navigated tough Republican opposing toward TikTok as GOP lawmakers have called for a crackdown and hit Democrats over their permissive stance on the Chinese app. And we know why on that situation, but we're not going to get into it. But this is the situation. And a lot of people says, well, you're censoring TikTok, and then you talk about that you don't want censorship. Understand the situation. The Chinese government made an app through ByteDance to monitor other countries, to take lists, names, numbers, addresses of people in the United States and many other countries. If you go to China, this is not the same app in China. It is a very different app. Anyway, I don't even think it has the same name. And the thing is that, you have them pulling all this information, and this is the scary part. This is the scary part, the name of the title on this, that they monitoring users who watch gay content. That means they are making lists of people who watch this type of material. What are they going to use it for? They're not using it for advertisement. That's the least amount of the situation. What they're doing is, as they move along, they are going to expose these people down the line. This is what they're going to do. They're going to expose them out in the open or blackmail them, depending on who they are. If they're someone with a nice chunk of cash in their bank accounts, they're going to go after them financially. If they're somebody that works for a particular company, they're going to blackmail them to get information out of that company. This is why I say, if you're on TikTok, erase it now at this point. Purge your system from TikTok. People say, well, we have a lot of fun and you can do all this type of videos can be done on other like Instagram and many other places, and editing systems are already tailoring to this type of content. In other words, for example, on DaVinci Resolve, you can create those short type videos. It's already, you could set it automatically and basically upload it to YouTube. You can upload it to Instagram or any others. I mean, they do have a TikTok label on there, but don't use it. Don't use it at all. You could do this fun videos with some of these editing systems, and their editing systems are getting easier and easier to use every day. You can do some real cool stuff. Why use a platform that is a danger to the general public? Children have died because of TikTok. They've burnt themselves. They've choked themselves to death. There are many stories and many lawsuits that are still pending from family members that they've lost children because of TikTok. They need to go. So comment below and let me know your thoughts to this situation, because it is very important. I mean, haven't we had enough from the Second World War on, putting people's names on lists? It just gets me. I mean, we were told never again, never again. But yet we have concentration camps in China. We have organizations like this, TikTok, putting lists together. We have organizations disguising themselves as sites to protect children, but what they want to truly do is to censor the internet and to censor entertainment on there. This is stuff out, just straight out of World War II. And we're allowing it to happen again. So share this video because it is very important, like every other video that we've put out there, because it is least talked about, especially if you are in the gay community. This is something you want people to know. So thank you for clicking on this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.